name's Shem, which is Hebrew for name, which makes introducing myself in Israel a little bit awkward. In school, everyone used to call me Shane, which, to be honest, was really embarrassing. I used to be a helicopter pilot, did a lot of work on rotation. Then I used to be a typist, mostly shift work. I used to be an Olympic swimmer for a while, then I took a dive. All went wrong. I have loads of these. Now I work with various roles. I used to be a baker. Sorry, I actually do work as a writer and I've got tons of these which I never get to use, so it's really fun to just come up and all my bad jokes. This one is my history teacher, which is, I used to be a tax collector during the Peloponnesian War of 332 BC. Unfortunately, I was talentless, because during the Peloponnesian War of 332 BC, everyone used to use the Attic talent as unit of currency, and when I learned that fact at age 14, I thought one day this would be really fun and really useful. The day's not come yet, obviously, but take that home with you. That's where the phrase talent, as in talent shows, comes from. It's the Attic talent used around the Peloponnesian era of 332 BCE. No one will ever laugh at that, but I'm glad I know it. This is a joke with my English teacher. I'm doing a shortened version of an Arthur Miller play. It's called A View From, abridged. Sorry. Apparently, indescribable is an adjective. If I say free association, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Do PE teachers warm up before sex? That's a joke for my PE teacher. Is that not pity? SOS means save our souls, but I think we should save nice people as well. Due to the credit crunch, apparently sales of cottage pie have skyrocketed, which I think is a flip side to the falling house prices. That's my economics teacher. My Scottish, apparently Scotland's oldest ski resort is about to close. Business went downhill. That's what my boss said. I sent that joke to him. I was like, okay, so fugitives. What's fugitives? Yes. I always think that if you're a fugitive, the best way to escape detection is to wear like a really high visibility jacket and stand outside London tube stations handing out leaflets or recipes or sort of guides to Thai restaurants, because you become invisible to the average London eye. I've also always thought it's really hard to hire people who hand out those magazines like Hot Jobs or Total Careers, because you need people with the wherewithal to stand there and go like this, but not with the wherewithal to open it up and look and find the best job. Next is, the thing about incest is, it's relative. That's from my uncle. I believe the punishment should fit the crime, therefore we should deport all racists. Just come out of prison, there's a murder getting there. Right, okay. This is a little bit specific. No, I'll do this one next. I met my girlfriend online dating, which is really cool. I just get very paranoid anytime she goes near a laptop. Especially because every week she gets this email that says, other girls that like Shem also like Johnny and Tom, and there's like a big more quicker. Then I have one about a rapper who's used to be called Little Bow Wow, smaller. And then as time took its toll, he got older, obviously now he's rebranded as Bow Wow. But the same process hasn't happened with 50 Cent. He's never adjusted for inflation. That's another economics teacher joke. I'm doing jokes to people who aren't here. I don't care about you people, sorry. But then there's only like 10 of you here, you don't care about me. I tried to buy a new mobile phone. I went to the Carphone warehouse and they had this new line of red products where like 5% of your bill goes towards the third world, which I think is really bizarre because they basically created a direct causal link between your inane chatter and other people suffering. So you could be sitting on the bus going, yeah, no, I'm on the bus, yeah, no, I'm unhappy. And you think, well, this is pretty tedious, maybe I should hang up. But also, you suddenly get this image of this poor kid somewhere in Sudan going, and so you're just obliged to like, just keep going, like, yeah. No, I'm going I'm on the train soon, like that. And every time someone looks at you like, that's really annoying, you have to go, it's for charity. I have some more. I have a very politically correct joke, which was, how many bigots does it take to change a light bulb? What's change? That's lovely. No one ever laughs at that, but I like it. It's very good. If I do so myself. And I think I might be out of jokes that no one wants to buy off me. No, I have a hard time believing that I actually have got rid of some of these. Yes, I was listening to a song by the Wu-Tang Clan, and it's quite bizarre because the song is called Wu-Tang Clan, ain't nothing to fuck with. And then you sort of, that's the chorus, it's like, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, and it's like, oh, that's pretty aggressive. And then you sort of listen, yeah, this is kind of hard. And all of a sudden, Inspector Deck, one of the 9 members, comes up and says, "'Cause I bake the cake, then take the cake and eat it too, with my crew, while we head from state to state." And you're like, no. Because I bake the cake, then take the cake, and eat it too, with my crew, whilst we head from state to state. And I had this wonderful image of these quite hard-looking Wu-Tang rappers driving across America, and people going, "Oh, that's a really nice pecan pie. Don't touch that motherfucker, that's my cake!" And I'd really like to see them sort of have a one-to-one with Gordon Ramsay, someone quite aggressive, because I think it could really kick off. And I think I am, God, I think I might be done. I have, it's going quicker than I thought. I'm not going to do stuff about Ryanair, someone else did that much. Well, the only joke I'm going to make about Ryanair was, if Ryanair made a movie, or obviously if you call it Ryanair the movie, then that was stupid, but I would call it The Snakes Own the Plane. And there are 2 more. One is, I was in Waitrose buying chocolate, and I saw one packet of chocolate which had in big letters, "Buying this chocolate saves trees." It's really aggressive, big, emblazoned stuff. And I really didn't understand how it worked. If their CEO was some sort of axe-wielding lumberjack who was going to cut down whole swathes of the Amazon unless you sort of bought some of his chocolate, and basically the admin from all the chocolate sales is the only thing preventing him from buying chocolate. Next to that, in the baking section, they had these baking cups, and they had "If You Care," that was their range. And I've never felt so threatened making cupcakes, like these sort of big long letters. And I basically realised that my food was bullying me, and that's a sad state of a man my age. Anyway.
I was trying to write one-liners while you were there, trying to save my career. I came up with, I always wanted to be a watchmaker, but I never had the time.
A doctor who never had the patience.
I'm good, yes.
A cleaner who made sweeping reforms.
Fuck off, you've had your time.